Hello friends, welcome to Biryan's Academy. I am Pramila. As we are discussing about the new criticism and formalism, the important critic and theorist. Today we will going to discuss one another important literary critic and the theorist. You can see the picture here. Is Cleanth Brooks. Okay, and his time period was, try to note it down, that is 1906 to 1994. ओके क्लींथ ब्रूक्स का टाइम पीरियड था 1906 to 1994. Cleanth Brooks was an influential literary critic and professor from United States. ओके Cleanth Brooks कोड थे गोटे लिटरेरी क्रिटिक थे बा प्रोफेसर थे फ्रॉम यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. He is best known for his contributions to new criticism in the mid-20th century and revolutionizing teaching of poetry in America. So, as I have told you that he belongs to the new criticism. Okay, in the mid of 20th century. से new criticism रू belongs करथुले और सी तांको बहुत फेमस थिले तांकर revolutionary teaching of poetry. अमेरिका रे revolutionary teaching of poetry पे बोली कि सी फेमस थिले. He helped to formulate formalist criticism emphasizing interior life of a poem. Okay, he helped to formulate the formalist criticism which emphasized the interior life of a poem. Understood? जोटा कि interior life of poem को emphasize करथुला. Then तांकर best known work one second. His best known work I am writing here. His best known work is The Well Wrote On. The Well Wrote On. Okay. Well Wrote On. Studies in the structure of poetry. Studies in the structure of poetry. Studies in the structure of poetry, which published on 1947. The Well Wrote On, Studies in the Structure of Poetry, which published on 1947. And The Modern Poetry and the Tradition. The Modern Poetry and Tradition. Modern Poetry and Tradition, which published on 1939. Okay, the Modern Poetry and Tradition, which published on 1939. So, move on to the next point, that is, he wrote understanding fiction. Here, the Cleanth Brooks has written the understanding fictions. Okay, irony and paradox is associated with Cleanth Brooks. You will find the irony and paradox are associated with Cleanth Brooks. Okay. And here, the Cleanth Brooks was also the prominent critic of Southern literature and writing classical text on William Faulkner and co-founder of influential journal The Southern Review. Okay, he was the co-founder of Southern Review. Co-founder of Southern Review. The Southern Review. Okay, co-founder of Southern Review, which published in 1935. Next, we will see the important or major works. The relation of the Alabama Georgia dialect to the provincial dialect of Great Britain, which published on 1935. Understanding Poetry, which published on 1938, along with Pen Warren. Okay, along with Pen Warren. Understanding Fiction, along with Robert Pen Warren, 1943. The Well Wrote On Studies in the Structure of Poetry, which published on 1947. And this is the very much important, that is the Well Wrote On Studies in the Structure of Poetry, जोटा published थला 1947 रे. एटा तांकर बहुत important writing थला क्लिंथ ब्रुक्स करो, एटा मन रखिबो. ओके, लिटरेरी क्रिटिसिज्म ए शॉर्ट हिस्ट्री. लिटरेरी क्रिटिसिज्म ए शॉर्ट हिस्ट्री ओडे लिखिथिले. देन अंडरस्टैंडिंग ड्रामा along with Robert Hellman. ओके, अंडरस्टैंडिंग ड्रामा along with Robert Hellman, जोटा कि 1945 रे published हेला. ओके, there is nothing more important apart from this, the Cleanth Brooks. Okay, these are the important points which I have already highlighted here and given some important points and his important writings. Okay, you will find this much only. If you have any kind of doubt regarding Cleanth Brooks, you can message me or call me also. Thank you for the class.